Hello, my name is Ellie. I'm a T5 complete paraplegic. I injured myself in February 2021, so I'm fairly new to this. I just wanted to take the opportunity today to talk about peer support. Where does one start? I was in rehab probably about 4 weeks after my injury, and every Wednesday I noticed these familiar faces that would get around the rehab ward. I was kind of very curious, and there was a lady with a dog in particular, and someone said to me, "You've got to have a chat with her. She's going to be a really good person to know." And I'm like, okay. In rehab, I was zooming around, doing this, doing that. I just made the most of being there. And eventually I caught up with this lady who I found out whose name was Lynn. Lynn ended up being and still remains a very close person to me. From that moment, I started to understand that peer support meant you can quite openly talk to people about anything and everything that's going on. And I didn't realize the enormity at the time until I left rehab. And there was another person there in rehab as well called Josh. And he would give me information pamphlets and booklets and tell me about this thing called what. And I'm like, I was so overwhelmed in rehab that I think it took me until I got home to kind of put together what these people were about. 6 weeks after I got home from rehab, I was sitting reading a book on my veranda, and I got a phone call from Josh. "Hey, mate, what you doing?" I said, "I'm reading a book." He goes, "Hey, would you be interested in doing like an all women's, like a discussion, like a seminar or webinar?" And I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "Ripper, 15 minutes is going to start. I'll send you a link." Little did I realize that was then going to be the beginning of me meeting a whole myriad of women who have been in a chair for a shorter time, a longer time, amazing women. I now am part of an online group called Dance and Roll because of this link that Josh gave me. They've been paramount to me, and I remain a very big part of this Dance and Roll family. It helps me in my physicality every day. Anyway, from there, I also met a wonderful woman called Emily. Emily was 4 years into her injury at the time that I met her, and her and I were on the phone quite often over an 18-month period. She became essential to my world. She would just flick me a text, just give me a phone call, just checking in. "Do you need anything?" There's one particular point we were talking, and I was having a really tough time with support coordinator. I've been through 2 already. I just couldn't seem to find the right ones. So Emily gets on the phone to Josh. Josh gets onto the crew at AQA. And I now have my right-hand woman, Kayla. She is paramount to me moving forward and networking and doing this thing called life. After that, Emily and she's very much into cinematography. So she's been doing a lot of things. Pre-injury for her, this is what she wanted to do. So she says to me, "Ellie, I've got an idea. I'm going to put this piece together on peer support. Would you be interested in doing something like that?" I'm like, "Emily, of course. I couldn't do this without you guys." So we actually finally got to meet in the flesh, actually live on camera, and it was the most moving moment. I still almost cry to this day. To meet the people that are a voice of guidance for me through most of this has been euphoric, to be honest with you. It's opened me up to a whole lot of opportunities. So I injured myself in the February. In November, I meet Naz, I meet Georgina, I meet Josh, I meet Lockie. I meet all of these people on a Discover the Power in Me course. again, Josh's like, hey, chick, would you be interested in doing it? I'm like, hell yes. This course has given me goal planning. I didn't know what that meant. It gave me an ability to understand what is inside me and help bring that out to do life. I am so exceptionally grateful for the doors that peer support has opened up for me. I stayed away from home for 3 nights by myself for the first time because of a webinar that these guys said, do you want to do something on stay away from home? I go, yes, because funnily enough, I'm about to go to Doncaster and stay away with a bunch of women for a Skills for Independence course with them. Again, meeting these women in the flesh has been incredible. Guys, you can't do this journey on your own, whether it's family, friends, network, lived experience, people, anything. Peer support got the ball rolling and opened up an entire new world for me. And they remain a huge part of my life. Huge. So if you wonder who these people are, or you get a phone call, or just say yes, because it's incredible where it can go. It's amazing the support you get, and it's from a known and lived understanding. And for that, I'm a super grateful girl, honestly. Yeah, I hope I've given you a little insight into the importance of what they've given me in my life and my world. And these guys are not going anywhere. They're going to be part of me for the rest of all of our lives. So thank you very much to the crew. And I hope you have a great day today, guys, too. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Bye.
I'm Dave Jacka. I'm actually back in the late 80s, and at the time, there wasn't a peer support program around. Once you'd gone through a hospital and left rehab and went home, you're pretty much by yourself. I didn't know of anyone else in my situation who had quadriplegia that I could ask or learn by. I was really just trying to figure out things, all by myself. And a lot of these things took a lot of time. It was only, I guess, when I started playing wheelchair rugby that I met a similar cohort, other people in a similar situation to me, that I guess were a form of informal peer support where the older players, the people that have been in wheelchairs for quite a long time, they would teach you the tricks of the trade, so to speak. So I guess through my lack of peer support at the time when I had my accident, that really, I guess, motivated me and wanted to play a part of being a mentor, especially when the opportunity came up with AQA, that would allow me to share my experiences that I've had over the years with other people who are on their own journey. Also, I think the other thing that really encouraged me to want to become a mentor is through other people who have been my mentors over the years in different parts of my life. And I really see the value in having a mentor because it can shortcut the journey of where you want to get to by understanding, by taking their knowledge and learning from them. Plus, also, I find that having someone that's on your side, able to give you support, whether it's just a bit of moral support and encouragement when things get a bit tough, is very powerful. And at times, that's what we need. On a personal level, I find mentoring is very rewarding for me. It gives me opportunity, not just to share my own experiences and knowledge and help support others on their journey, but being able to contribute to someone else's life, might be only in a tiny, tiny way by, sowing a seed or giving someone an idea how to do things. It can still have a positive effect in someone's life, and I find that that's very fulfilling. I guess, those moments when you hear that someone's gone to do something that they came to speak to you about, and you hear that they've achieved whatever it was. I think that's really the icing on the cake.
My name is Guido. I started with AQA in 2013. I have a group of about 7 carers at the moment. Some have been with me now for some years. So in brief, there's one has just started. It's probably about the 6 months, but then I've got 12 months and about 5, well over the 5-year mark. I've got the longest serving about close to 10 years. And again, that's each one looks forward in sharing each other's responsibility. One in particular that does a lot of caring for me outside the house would be Navneet. She actually takes me to a lot of family functions. We go at least shopping once every twice a week, and she does a lot of the driving of my wheelchair. At first, I could say that she had never touched an electric wheelchair before. It didn't take her too long to learn how to manoeuvre through the streets, through shopping centres, not being hit by trams. She's also taken me to a lot of family gatherings, weddings, engagements, christenings, and lately to, believe it or not, to a funeral. She has become a good member of the family, you could say, especially to a new friend of the family, which is a new dog. And she looks after Nala, which is very popular with her and all the carers. So they all look forward to seeing Nala each morning when they come for work. You could say that teamwork does grow. Navneet's finally just finished a university course in nursing, and just waiting for her certificate to come through. And I do hope that she will be with that group for a long time to come. The other thing I was going to say is that when they're in the house, they're really they have to have a lot of respect for the whole family as well, because they are, you could say, members of the family. What we do is we have a lot of barbecues and outings so that we can at all times get together. Overall, I would like to really thank everybody for being so cooperative with the family and myself. It has been a very difficult time for me to accept being cared for. Obviously, I had to lose a lot of the dignity, so to speak. Everybody's made it so easy for me at the moment, right through my caring time, you could say, and I wish them all the luck in what they decide to do in the future.
G'day everyone at AQA. It's Dylan Alcott here. First and foremost, I'm so sorry that I can't be there with you all today. I was planning on it. Now's your bloody legend, mate. I promise you I'll be able to make it next year. Unfortunately, I'm interstate. Just want to send my love and congratulations to everyone on the year, to all the staff, volunteers, support workers. Great job on what you've achieved. And you're kicking ass. You really are. It's an awesome organisation. I love following it online, on social media. Promise you that I'll be with you all next year. Hope you have a ripping night.